today I have to tell you about something that's pretty terrible, at least as far as I'm concerned. You know, one day my friend Hans, he comes to me and he says, you know, these days I have a concern about what's going on in our schools. And I said, well, really? He says, well, they're teaching about sax. And I said, oh, arithmetic, that's great. And he says, no, he says, it's the sax. And I said, oh, well, that's fine, because I thought to myself, well, okay, like, that's fine. Maybe they teach guitar, or trumpet, or trombone, or violins, or whatever, and the saxophone would be just fine. Oh, no, he says, it's not that kind of sax, it's the other kind of sax. And I'm like, oh, exactly. Then I got worried. So he said, I said, what exactly are they teaching? He said, well, I don't know what they're saying in that big fat curriculum of theirs, but my goodness, it's terrible. Me and Rita, we're really concerned. And I said, well, okay, I'll go talk to the principal, because the principal and I have such a great relationship. So I went to the principal and I said, okay, so tell me, like, I hear you're talking about sax. And he said, oh, you mean arithmetic? And I said, no. I said, that other kind of sax. And he said, oh, okay. He says, well, actually, it's true. And I was flabbergasted. I said, well, how in the world can you teach about sax? Don't you know what happens with that kind of stuff? And he said, well, we're just trying to help to warn people. And I said, oh, okay, I see. And we talked for a bit, but I have to say I was not convinced, because that day I found out exactly what was going on. Because as we all know, the sax, that leads to dancing. And we all know that dancing's not right. So we have to really protect our children. And you know, I have my little Johnny there in the school. And I do not want him to get exposed to that. Because, you know, that's blood klokka breda. You know, just an accident waiting to happen. And if we try to continue with that kind of nonsense, I am afraid that we are one day going to lose our generation of people, young people, who are trying to make a difference in the world. And we cannot teach them about that stuff too early, because we all know that what it leads to. So that's just my warning for today, and I hope you guys have a good day. And so this Mennonite youth pastor is out. Like manchmal zal de evenstap zaaien als aas, right? Klok operator, als we dat eens zo uitvoer vertalen als aas. Maar Jora, we nou wachten, baby. Die mensen rijden.